Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame. I hope y'all are having a good one. Okay, y'all, so I just want to do like a quick thoughts video. So I saw the second part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, and I was just like, y'all doing too much in your life. So I just think that with the things that Eva says, I hate how she'll say something and basically throw a rock and hide her hand. And it's like, girl, you clearly said these things. You've watched things back. Why are you trying to act like you don't remember what was said? And then like she'll get in the circle and act like, oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do those things. What are you talking about? And it's like, girl, you were there. You know what you said. You know you were being shady and everything else in between. And I'm still looking at her sideways since she made that nappy-headed comment that she said. And it's like, girl, all the ways that comes off, it's like, why would you say that? Like, that's trifling of you to even say, but whatever. You just doing what you do. And for her to not understand how that can come off, I'm very like sad, because it's like, girl, why would you say that? You out here, you black too. At the end of the day, you still are black. The only thing is you light skinned, you have a looser curl pattern, and you have green eyes. And it's like, why would you say that? You already know the struggle that a lot of us have to deal with. Why would you say that? You're adding fuel to the fire for no reason. And it's like, I understand you might be frustrated and don't really want to deal with these heifers, but you ain't got to go, low like that. Like, it's just too much. Y'all excuse me. I'm eating on some frozen cranberry juice. It's the new one. I think it has like guava and all that stuff in it. It's a hit and miss for other people, but I like it. But anyway, y'all, I'm just tired of how Nene wants to run from everything. And it's like, girl, why are you mad? Like, you say all this stuff, you come for everybody else, and when they come for you and they're not scared of you and they stand up to you, that's when you want to play victim and I don't understand why these girls always gang up on me. And it's like, why not? You gang up on them and then now it's a problem that they are returning the favor? Like, girl, bye. So, and then all of these situations where she's like, oh, well, me and Cynthia, our friendship is different. It's not how it used to be. And it's like, yeah, it's not, because y'all just started. It's just, that whole dynamic, I'm just tired of hearing about that. Like, either y'all gonna be friends or y'all not. I'm tired of hearing about it, whatever. And then people wanted to sit up there and try to be like, well, Candy, you spoke on everybody else's situations. Why is it when you had all these opportunities to speak on the cookie lady, why didn't you say anything? And I respected what she had to say. And to me, it makes sense. She was like, I wasn't there. I didn't know nothing about the situation. So why would I sit up there and say something about a situation that I ain't know nothing about? And then Tanya had the nerve to be like, well, you didn't take up for me when all this stuff was going on. And she was like, I mean, no offense, but I don't know you like that. You're new to the group. And when the same situation happened to me years ago, when it came to my relationship with Todd, I stood my ground and I said what I needed to say, and it just was what it was. So I get where Candy is coming from. I like Candy. A lot of people be trying to come for her because of what they think her singing ability is and all that other stuff. I like Candy. You know what I'm saying? If I actually could sing, I would basically have the same range that she has. Let me stop. I can't sing though, like at all. She can sing. It's just she has some moments where I just be like, "Ooh, Lord." Like, I've seen clips of her on The Masked Singer, and I was just like, ooh, Lord, why, Jesus? Why'd you pick that song? You could die. Ooh, Lord. And that's just being real. I ain't trying to shade her. That just is what it is. And then she did one of those songs that I live for as a country song. I think that this is the song she did. She did the song, I Feel Like a Woman. Like, that song is a really good song, but she did not pull that off at all. I was like, Lord, why is she doing this song like this? No. But anyway, besides all that, I like Candy. And it's like people are like getting their feelings now because she's gotten to a point where she was like, I'm not taking nothing off of none of y'all heifers. So do what y'all do, but no, trust me, hear me, and feel me. You gonna feel this wrath. If you come at me sideways, I'm not holding my tongue. And so, you know, people getting their feelings. And I just don't understand the random beef that her and Nene have. Seems like they were good all season, and then when the season came to an end, it was just like beef out of nowhere. And I'm like, y'all rap filming and everything. Like, what is this random beef? All of a sudden, I would see on social media, they just going at it. And I'm like, why? And then, like, the other day was, I think Sunday was Candy's birthday, like in real life. And Nene posted something, and she was like, you know, despite our fake beef, I'm still gonna wish you a happy birthday. And she was like, this is our best picture together. And both of them was looking like shady in the picture, like Candy was looking like, or something like that. Y'all know how she's infamous for those faces. Like she's very notorious, is what I should say, for those faces that she makes. And it was like from a couple of seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, Lord, like they're doing a lot. I feel as though when it came to Marlo making the comment about Kenya's mom and all that other stuff, that was an extremely low blow. Like, that is not called for. I understand that y'all have y'all tit for tat back and forth and all that, but that is not cool. That is not cool. And it's sad that Kenya's mama decided not to be there. And I mean, in all honesty, a lot of people, if not most, dare I say most people, have mental illnesses. So you can't sit up here and be like, well, I'm not gonna be there for my child and all this other stuff. A lot of people get medication, do what they need to do to, you know, balance out everything that's going on mentally, and they do what they need to do, and they love on their kids, and, you know, they are able to come to terms with just being like, okay, I have these situations going on in my life. My mental health is not where it needs to be. Let me do something about it because I want to be there for my kids. That is not what her mama did, and I really feel like that's a really sad situation. Overall, I was feeling like when it came to this reunion. I think they have one more part left, and I don't know if I'm really looking forward to it like that, but we're gonna see what's going on. The last thing I want to discuss is Eva. As far as her daughter's father is concerned, I think his name is Kevin McCall. I would have never thought he was like that. So when I found out that he indeed was her child's father, I was like, oh. And then, like, I found out about the, you know, beatings and all the stuff he was doing. And I was like, why is we doing this? So I really felt bad when she was discussing him. It takes her to a place she doesn't want to go to mentally. So I only can sympathize with her because I have never been in a situation like that. Thank God. I can't believe that somebody like her, like, you would never think that somebody who looks like her and has had the life that she had would go through something like that. So that makes me sad to find out that information. But it's just to the point where she can't even discuss this man. Like, she's been done with him for I don't know how long. Marley is like kind of up there in age considering all of that. And she still has these emotional scars when it comes to him. So yeah, hopefully, if she hasn't already done so, hopefully she will seek out counseling for that. Go to get some therapy in your life, because that is something that will keep you in the state that you don't need to be in, and it will make you never be able to fully live up to the potential that you should be able to possess, despite everything that you've been through. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about as far as the Real Housewives of Atlanta is concerned. The next one that I'm going to go over is If Loving You Is Wrong. So anyway, y'all, If Loving You Is Wrong, I'm tired. I'm so tired of just about every single person on this show. I cannot wait for this to be all the way over with, because this has just gotten out of hand on so many different fronts. Eddie need to die. Randall need to die. I've been tired of both of them. Like, y'all, Eddie is racist, and this literally depicts what happens, at least in the United States, if nothing else. I'm from here, so I can't really talk about everywhere else, but This is something that is seen, and this is normalcy here in the United States of America for somebody to be officer of the law and they abuse the power that they possess for their own personal gain. He does all sorts of illegal activities, and he's racist on top of that. Y'all, this episode tore my nerves up when it came to certain aspects of it. While Brad was trying to explain to his children that their mother is, divorced from him and all this other stuff, and they already knew about how he basically was with Marcy already. People, that's what kills me. People fail to realize that children catch on to stuff, and they can take stuff a little bit better than you think they can. Like, I can't. So anyway, they took it well. Meanwhile, across town, they have not Marcy, saying the wrong name already. They have, what's her name? I don't know why I can't think of her name. Eddie's baby mama. I don't know why I can't think of her name. Esperanza. I was like, what is her name? Esperanza is about to try to introduce Steven, I think is what his name is, to her daughter. And the daughter that came in the house that went all the way off, was like, I don't want nothing to do with him. You need to get out this house and never come back. Called her mama a whore over and over again. I was just like, what? Esperanza slapped her. In all honesty, I feel like this child has never gotten a spanking, a whooping, or nothing ever in her life. The most she's gotten is possibly a timeout. So when she slapped her for talking sideways to her, the child was like, what? Looking at her like, how dare you? And of course, as soon as she said that her mama was a whore, I was like, oh, your raggedy daddy was telling you this. You're repeating what your raggedy daddy has said. And I don't know what it is. Like, it always irks my soul when children live for raggedy parents. But it's nothing that you can really fault them for, because in some of the cases, they don't realize that their mama or their daddy is raggedy. In this case, I don't think this child is aware that her daddy is raggedy. So, oh Lord, I cannot. I'm so tired. But in all honesty, let that have been me, and I said any of this to my mama, oh, that would have been flower bringing and sad singing, everybody wearing black. I mean, that wouldn't have been another opportunity for me to call my mama a whore. Who? In remembrance of me is what it would have been. Ain't no slap to the face and that's it. Oh no, I would have got slapped to the face. My teeth would have been slapped down my throat. And some more. Like, it would have been really out here. A funeral, what is going on here? Like, I cannot. These disrespectful children, I can't. I cannot. And I know this is a TV show, but I'm just saying, I've seen this stuff happen in real life, where the children have cussed their mama out, and that was just the end of it. And I was like, what? Y'all, I kid you not. I was a child. Like, really, really young, like under the age of 5. Apparently, we were in like somewhere like Winn-Dixie, and this boy had a tantrum out of this world. And I looked at the child, and I looked at my mama, and I said, Mama, you need to whoop him. Why would I tell my own mama that she need to whoop somebody else's child? Because this child really was acting a fool. Like, this child was setting it off, like loud, I don't know what in the store, being disrespectful. Nah, before we leave the house, my mama put down the ground rules and be like, look, if you act a fool in this store, I'ma show out where you show out. I don't care who see. You want to show out, I got something for you. So we already know what it is. Don't ask me for nothing. We going in this store to get what we supposed to get. We getting out. You act a fool in this store, I'ma act a fool in this store. It just was what it was. Like, I don't understand. I do not understand. So it kind of don't surprise me that that's something that I've said to my own mama as a child about another child. Like, my parents did not play that. They did not play that. No, I mean, nobody is perfect, but my parents did not play none of that. Y'all would have never, ever heard of me ever in life had I pulled something like that. I had a very brief stint as a rebellious child in my, like, preteens, and yeah. Yeah, no. I don't have time. I done got backhand one good time. I'm the type of person, I did not like whoopings and all that. Oh no, my mom backhanded me one good time. That's all I needed. Nope, I'm good. I am good. I am good on that. Y'all, anyway, I was just done. I was like, girl, you better be glad. Had that been my mama, girl, they would have been had a funeral, and they would have never been able to pinpoint that your mama was the one who caused your demise. Like, you know, I'm just saying, ain't nobody got time. Don't nobody have time. So anyway, I can't. So anyway, y'all, I think what's gonna happen when the next episode airs is that we're gonna find out that Natalie walks in on Kelly's baby daddy having sex with somebody else, because you know they keep making a point not to show him anymore, and I'm like, okay, pretty sure he found somebody to come through, and that's why, you know, they haven't really said anything, and they're trying to really make us think that Kelly and Lucian out here having sex. Now, if Lucian dumb enough to do that, if he dumb enough to want to get killed by Natalie, okay, do what you do, because you know what you're dealing with. You know that you are with a firecracker. You know how your woman is. So if you setting yourself up to die, then I hope it's worth it. I hope that sex is amazing. But in all honesty, I really feel like they setting us up for Kelly's ex to be sitting up here having sex with one of the little randoms that he got in his black book that he was able to get over to come to the house. I feel like that's what it is. He probably in Justice's room or one of her other spare rooms having sex with somebody. But I don't understand where Lucian and Kelly would go, because he was kind of making it seem like, well, no, you ain't got to come over there and explain nothing. I'm going to just let her sit in it and, you know, basically realize, like, if she knows this information, that she should know me well enough to know that I'm not out here cheating on her, and, you know, I'm not, you know, doing nothing with you, because he's been very hands-on as far as Kelly's case has been concerned. So I get it. But yeah, just in case some of y'all don't know what's going on with this show, If Loving You Is Wrong, just a little quick backstory. Kelly is someone who ended up going to jail for killing this man who portrayed himself to be somebody who really loved her and wanted to be with her. Well, he turned out to be a fool. He had a whole nother situation going on. He kept making it seem like he was like overseas doing some mission work, where he literally was out here busting it wide open and telling some other heifer to bring it back, and engaged to her and engaged to the other woman at the same time. And he had introduced his family to this woman, and like she was like older than him, and nobody would acknowledge her existence. And they looking at her like, girl, if you don't get out from around here, Travis's fiance is not you. We've met her before. And so she out here looking like a fool. She has confronted him, and he was just like, what I'm going to do is make your life a living hell. And he had the church backing him. No matter what he did, he was considered to be untouchable. It got to the point where he turned into a stalker that didn't want her to have a life. And like he like used her for so much stuff. But it got to the point where he was like, yeah, I don't want you to have no life, so I'm just going to make your life a living hell. And she was like, what we're not finna do is this. She ended up tussling with him, ended up killing him. I was glad about it. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. It's a TV show. I'm just saying. He needed to die, but it got to a point where, because of the backing that the church had, they wanted to make sure that she would never be able to get out of jail. That ended up not happening because some information surfaced, because there were other women who reported the same exact things that had been going on with them. That happened to her, and the church was not able to get their hands on the information fast enough, and it was able to go in her favor. She was released not too long ago, and upon her being released, she was so happy that she kissed another woman's man who is supposed to be her friend. Really, both of them are supposed to be her friend. He even was looking like, what? Eddie, who was the racist cop, he was sitting up here somehow always in the mix. Somehow he is just so lucky. He is just so lucky that he's always in the right place at the wrong time. And he caught all of this on camera. He has threatened to take this information to Lucian's fiance. And he tried to, you know, retrieve the phone. And he was like, yeah, I'm not coming up off my phone. So, oh well. And he's trying to make it seem like he's confident that Natalie's not going to do anything. So he's not really worried about whatever Eddie might try to pull. But he needs to be worried because, yeah. Natalie got them hands. Natalie would shoot you. Natalie would do whatever she need to do to prove a point. Natalie don't play. Natalie might be small, but she don't play. So, like I said before, I really feel like Natalie gonna walk in on Kelly's baby daddy having sex with somebody else. But I still don't understand where Lucian and Kelly would have been going. And hopefully this ain't no ignorant situation where it don't even make no sense for them to somehow be like, well, she don't have to know what's going on here. And he went in the back and started screwing her, or something was happening. And I'm like, that would be so stupid if that ended up being the case. You literally live like next door to one another. Like, that's stupid. And I just can't. And I don't understand why. How is it that this whole time, ever since she's been in jail, I want to see my son. Can I talk to my son? When can I talk to my son? When can I see my son? Why isn't the first thing that you do when you get out of the cop car in your neighborhood is to say, where's my son? I want to see my son, like you always do. She always tried to act as if she was so into her son. Where's that same energy that you had in the beginning of this series? Where's the same energy that you had when you first went to jail? Instead of her saying, okay, yes, I'm glad to be home. Where's my son? You know, and, you know, whether or not he was from home from school or not, she ain't said nothing about her son yet. And I'm just like, girl, what is going on here? This ain't making no sense to me. This boy literally has gone to school, got into a fight, beat somebody down because these people was talking about Kelly, his mama. And I'm just like, Lord, like the boy, he done got real tired of his spirit. And Justice is not normally like that. Normally he's like really mild-mannered and really into schoolwork, really smart, don't get into trouble. And he set it off that day and he fought people. And he was like, I'm just tired of everybody talking about my mama. Where's my mama? I don't want to talk to you. I was like, oh, Lord, Justice, you didn't have to go off like that, did you? But yeah, he had his feelings. Brad's ex-wife is still out here really being the actual whore in this whole scenario. She thought she was going to be able to provide some oral services to Randall and that he was just going to bend to her will. She straight up told him that you thought you were in control of this situation the whole time. I had you pegged from the beginning. I know you feel as though you were running things and that you thought that I was just this innocent, dainty thing that you could control and that you just came and just swooped me off my feet and just took advantage of me. No, you did exactly what I wanted you to do. You played right into my hands this whole time. And I was just like, okay. And like Randall cannot take it. Randall loves just feeling and knowing that he is the one who has caused all this misery and pain in people's lives. And I'm like, you're a sick individual. And I hate that people like him usually are in the positions that they're in because he's like a psychologist or a psychiatrist or something. He has a degree in whatever. And I'm just like, I cannot. Of course it makes sense. Of course it makes sense for you to have a degree in this because you are a mental case. Like, he is a psycho. He is a narcissistic prick. Like, I cannot. Somebody just needs to put a bullet right in between his eyes and right between Eddie's eyes. And that would just make this whole, if the last episode were to end like that, me watching this show for all these years, it would really make it worth it. It really would. I'd be like, you know what? Thank you. You finally did something that I really wanted you to do from the beginning because some people just need to die. Some people just, they really aren't. They really are not fit to live. They are not, they ain't here. They're not here for nothing. They do not deserve to live and ain't fit to die. That's just what it is. I'm just tired. Eddie irks my soul. Randall irks my soul. I don't understand this. Y'all riddle me this. If you watch this show, help me understand. All of this money that Eddie has finessed out of people all this time. And I'm talking about money from all kinds of drug dealers, big drug dealers that are considered to be like kingpins. For him to have finessed all this money out of people, how is it that he don't have a house? How you ain't got houses everywhere, mansions everywhere? All you do is spend your money on whores, cocaine, and alcohol. I don't understand. How do you not have a place to stay? And you over here trying to stay in one of the rooms that Brad has. I couldn't even think of the man's name. Why are you trying to stay at his house with his kids? And he's completely inappropriate. It's like, bruh, please go somewhere and sit down. Y'all, I can't. But anyway, y'all, I just really hope that they, do justice with this show. Do it for me. Just kill those two people. If you don't kill nobody else, just kill off Randall and Eddie. And I will be happy. I will be okay with the fact that I watched this show for this long. It's all right. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Why? Y'all, wait a minute. Why? Why, when one of the scenes happened, the racist cop, Eddie, had the nerve to say that his patrol car had been stolen by his cousin Alex, the whore, the actual whore in this whole situation, who is white, by the way. He gonna call it in and say, be on the lookout for my squad car, and everybody at the station looking like, why? What you mean? What is going on here? Like, everybody is done and tired of him. They know how he is. The dispatch operator that he's talking to is an obvious black woman. It is obvious that this woman is black. And so, like, other people overheard the situation and they laughing in the background, and like, he over here threatening people. So when I get back to the station, I'm gonna put my foot in all of y'all behinds and all this. Y'all know he didn't say behinds, but y'all know I don't curse, so whatever. I was just like, but she was like, okay, what's the description of the people? So he trying to make it seem like it's 3 black guys wearing these baggy jeans and the typical shirts that they wear. I was like, they? What you? See, this is why stuff like this will make me involuntarily bust a cap at somebody without even realizing I have reached for some gun from somewhere and cocked it and went on ahead and blew somebody away. Like, I cannot. Why would you? Like, he just irks my soul. And like, they even knew that it's a lie. It was like, yeah, it sounds like BS to me, but okay. And then, like, Alex came over the radio and was like, yeah, so I'm the one who took the car, and I am not any of that stuff. Oh, yeah, but this was the part that I wanted to say. He gonna say, one of them is Tyler Perry's height, and he said Tyler Perry's name. Then he said another one is another black guy that's, like, however tall, and the other one is, like, 5'11" or something like that. But all of them supposedly are all black men, and they took the car. And I'm like, your drunk, extremely drunk cousin took the car and left it up the street. But okay. Y'all, anyway, I'm tired. This show been doing a lot. I'm sorry I made this so long. I did not mean to make this that long, but they be doing the most on this show, and I cannot wait for it to end because they've been getting on my nerves. Anyway, hopefully y'all were able to stay long enough to get y'all a little laugh in. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these shows down in the comment section. I will be back another day with some other things. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later.